There we are.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on the planet. This is Women's Work, International Women's Work podcast on Expanded Understanding YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us this week, this day. I hope you're all very well. My name is Angela Miller, and this is the lovely Rossio. Thank you for joining us. Rossio, over to you. You've got things to talk about. It's very important for today.
Oh, yes. Hello, brothers and sisters around wherever you are, around the world, Glastonbury, Mexico, wherever. It's nice to see you. No, well, yes, in some way, and to be here with you. Thank you, Angela, again for the invitation, and always very happy that be with you. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Rossio. And one of the things, because, we are in a tricky time, aren't we? We're in a very tricky time indeed.
Yeah.
Today, these days in between the eclipse can be really challenging. Eclipses and galactic activity, it can be really challenging. It is really challenging for some. I've got to say, it's not easy to navigate. So today is a particular day in the Kin Maya, isn't it? And I really like this because this really kind of sets the tone of understanding of what energies are working through at what time. So would you like to tell us all about that, the Kin Maya for today?
Sure. It's a pleasure to share with you this beautiful knowledge that the Mayas, our ancestors, led us to, like a guide, they led us these things in the way that we tried to follow this energy, that is coming from the sun, the central sun, not this one, the big one that it belongs to this big universe, and we are they are our neighbors. Is the sun, the Alcyone sun. So they are Alcyone sun. According with the Mayas, they are sending package of galactic information in everything every day through the different kind of seals, that called skins Mayas. The Kin Maya is in personal and each one individual energy that everybody we bring in galactic package that we already have, And today is the last day of the package of the 13 days to the one that we are traveling, and the eclipse was part in these 13 days. So this package of seals, 13 of them, they were that we already passed, and today is the last one of them. Tomorrow we begin a new one. Is all of them were like a process, process that take us up and down and up and down, and in the energy, and specifically in the emotions, about have to be with all the process that we are doing, like individuals and like communities, like we are cells, but we are together. We are one in one body, in this body called Mother Earth, Pachamama, Tonantzin. So all these process that we are doing like individuals, depending what we are doing is the movement that we feel, right? If we are not doing for result something, right? Well, we feel very strong this movement. But if we are already working in ourselves, in our mission, in all the things that we're doing, there will be the shock is being less, So today, this is very interesting day. Today, let me see if you can see it. Yeah. I don't draw very well, but this is the Kin Maya for today. Is you can watch it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can see, it's like one is in one side, is the other side. It's mirror. energy.
Oh my goodness.
What means mirror? Whoa. Mirror means it's all that things that we don't like from the other because we don't like because we have it and we are not working with that thing, you know? So today is and was for other people that already is almost night, the day that we confront with other people, with other energies, or with somebody that we talk by phone or whatever, that part of no patience sometimes. And that means that if we don't have patience outside, is because we don't have it inside, for example. You know, it's an example. Patience, tolerance, compassion, all is about emotions. But because it's in moving, all of them, today is that day to reflect in others what we don't like. And at the same time, we are going to reflect to the others what they don't like. So it's mutual in some way, you know, like a mirror. So somebody is watching you and says, I don't know, I don't like something about this person, but it's because they have this problem, this thing that is not working still in ourselves, in our mind, in our heart sometimes, in different situations. These days is to reflect that and pay attention what is it. And then with that, what we doing with this, okay, it's putting in your heart, in your body, in all your sense of human, and think about what can you resolve this thing, this situation, this feeling, this sensation, all these things, you know. So for that we need to be relaxed. Yeah, have patience with ourselves, and
Yeah.
then think about it. What is that? Yeah, it's why it's very important. And then working in your mind and let it go. Put it down, like you say, put it down and let it go. It's not easy because could be something emotional, sentimental, could be situation, whatever. But the most important thing is that we notice, we got it, we put in our analyze system, but not in just mind, in all the sense, and resolve it. That's the point for today.
Beautiful. So what have you experienced today that has shown you that or demonstrated that energy?
And when I was talking with somebody by phone and begin to be nervous, like oh, maybe I'm not explain myself, maybe it's just don't understand me, and
Yeah.
suddenly, oh, I remember in that moment the King Maya, and
Oh, we seem to have a slight dropout there. Okay, for the Kinmaya. I'm sure she'll come back as soon as she can. It might be a slight internet problem in Malinalco. It seems to have been really dodgy over the last week or so. Yeah, so anyway, thanks for joining us this evening on Women's Work. It is quite interesting how today's energies, where you're literally reflecting or being reflected at from those around you. And it's a form of contrast, but one way, a successful way to navigate it is to consciously disentangle every morning and have that intent rolling throughout the day. Anyone that you come into contact with is to the idea is to consciously intend and think that process through neurally, but also on a heart level, about disentangling from all frequencies that are not of your highest good. And that could be from people in your life, from your family, your close family, because the more you observe and stay neutral on your journey and within all of your interactions, the less likely that unstable triggers will activate and bring forth situations of negative emotional kind. So that's one way of dealing with that. Now, another way of dealing with that is bringing that into a sacred ceremonial process, the art of conscious disentanglement. So when we experience that through our own way, right, this is our own personal expression of disentangling yourself through ceremony, through prayer, through your own ritual, through your own intentions. Hello, Rossio. But this is ultimately, yeah, that's okay. I was just going into how to disentangle from the emotions that this can bring up in people when you're being presented with somebody that brings up an emotion that you're feeling. You don't like them, they don't like you, or you like them, they like you, or vice versa. How we can consciously disentangle from, using our frequencies, using our energy bodies to literally just remove all incoming energetic signature frequencies from the external world. And then you stay like a neutral observer. You're not being drawn into these heavily dense situations.
Yeah, exactly. And is our responsibility to notice that, sometimes when something is not okay, we need, like humans, by this reflection, we act and say, oh no, it's the other person doesn't understand me. No, he or she is bad. No, it's he or is she. But guess what? It's our responsibility to notice in ourselves what is wrong with us in that moment that we haven't exactly this kind of bad feeling or bad, we don't feel good for something. We need to notice and says, okay, you're doing something. So it's important what we do to attract this situation, right? And how can resolve it in our being. Maybe the other person has to do their own work, yeah, but we have to do it in our body, in our mind, in our conscience. Okay, so this is very important because usually everybody is guilty about what happened to us, but we don't confront it and we don't take the responsibility that some of that situation we created or we accept it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is advanced resolution.
Oh, yes. And I just come into my mind that this thing is exactly one of the big problems around the world, around the separation between female energy, masculine energy, one country, one people, other people. Yeah. It's even happening politicians, even happening everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If the people could just be responsible about what they provoke,
Mm-hmm.
how they are acting, the world could be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Take
So,
our own responsibility for the things that happen. Yes.
so,
Okay. Yeah.
so with a practical element here, how can people take let's go to humans. How can humans practice resolution in their daily lives? Let's look at any ancient pre-Hispanic traditions there. If you could talk about that, how people solve these problems in pre-Hispanic tradition.
This is a beautiful thing. Very nice question. Um, let's say that the pre-Hispanic and the ancient tribes, and I think around the world, yeah, they used to be very ceremonial. They used to believe that because everything was sacred and they believe in the God of gods, yeah, take care of them. They always ask to the universe, to the gods, to the sacred places, help. Yeah. And in that way, it's like you hear yourself when you are praying or asking help. It's asking yourself at the same time that you are asking to the universe. This is one of the ways. And the other was, or these things were exactly in a ceremonial activities. Yeah, they used to make a ceremony in the morning, in the middle of the day, and in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And yeah, beautiful. And
Wow.
not only that, yeah, the temazcal was one of the tools to resolve problems, personal and in
Ah.
the group. Yeah, they used to be the temazcal is no, is a healing in other levels.
Mm-hmm.
Level of 3D that we are, yeah, they used to go to the temazcal, for example, to resolve a problem between one town to the other, for example. Maybe the other town or other group of people just pass the limit, for example, yeah, that they have between them, but they talk, they communicate each other inside the temazcal about if they can resolve these things. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a group. Now, in personal way, you just going to the mountain, talk with the gods, ask them help, and you doing in the ceremonial way by yourself, only you, like individual too. They used to go into what the man that we call shaman in this time, but really is a Clementine man that is a man with knowledge, and talk with that person and say, look, I'm doing this, so I'm doing that, but something is wrong. Can you help me? So this person try to help him in all the levels, in 3D and in another dimensions. Maybe he recommend to the other person, look, if maybe you are nervous, maybe it's I don't know, you have something wrong, you can take this tea, or you can do this action, this
Mm-hmm.
activity, this ceremony. For example, sometimes they just walk in the mountain just to feel themselves,
Yeah.
finding themselves, yes, in the mountain, and then going to this nice trip to inside of them, you know? So it's one of the things. It's one of the ways that the people try to resolve their own problems. I can imagine that all the times were more or less the same problems, with our minds and things. But because they were very, very clean and very spiritual people, yeah, they have this open conscience to understand what is happening. Yeah,
Right.
I imagine that happening that way.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So I wonder how we can practice, create a practice or um, a series of uh, actions that people can take. Do
Yeah,
you know what
well,
I mean? Today, like
mhm.
sauna, like if they couldn't get to a temescal, is to go to a sauna.
Yeah.
All the
Well,
sauna.
first thing is be conscious that you are doing something that is not right or is not okay for you in that moment. Yeah, and for that we need an open conscience, yeah, to be awake. Because in the moment that you are awake, you notice that you're doing something that is not right, right? Or maybe you are repeating another story, and in that story is something that with the end is not okay. So if you notice to yourself, like I did in the morning, okay, Rose, you are doing something, yeah, in that moment, when the first thing is notice that, right? To be conscious that you are doing or provoking or talking or doing some action that the consequences is, yeah, more or less to say.
So it's an
Yeah.
invocation.
Yeah. And then when you notice is, okay, you can, in this moment, close your eyes, make a meditation, close your eyes, breathe, or just go and walk and think about how can you resolve in you that kind of situation that you have.
Yeah.
Could be anxious, could be angry, could be nervous, could be no patience, no compassion, no love, all that kind of emotions that find. Sorry, we are not going to, is my internet. So
Mhm.
we are not going to find nothing outside. Everything is inside. So each time that we not
Ooh, we need an internet booster. While the internet issue resolves itself, one of the most simple ways of achieving this resolution practice is to actually get in a sauna or build a sweat lodge. Look at some research, look at how to do it. And it's a very magical process of gathering the right stones, creating and writing your own prayer pieces that support your journey of development. So you would start by writing and connecting with your spirit. You would take that into the sweat facility with you, if it's an FIR sauna, or if you've got a sauna, one of those sauna zip boxes that you get into, or before you go into an actual one. Now, this can be particularly useful because this is what really appealed to me about the Temescal. It really does have a specific focus of releasing, but also you can we've incorporated many things into that, and one of them is this process of forgiveness and resolution for your soul to engage with other souls at that level, so you can resolve the personal unfinished business and lessons between you. And it's really not the easiest thing to do, because we have to deal with the emotions that come from that, because whatever life has thrown at us in terms of trauma has been quite difficult to deal with. We have to spend a lot of time going over and over it just so we can just know where we're at. And it's part of the process of the human condition. But it is this level of patience that Rossio was talking about. And it's this patience to be exercised with self. And sometimes, in life, when we as women give on a continual basis to others, the last person that we're going to be compassionate about is with ourselves, especially when there are children involved, there's jobs and work, and it's taking that back seat. So if you can initiate a process of forgiveness and resolution into your life, such as the Ho'oponopono, and it's literally, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And really, hello, Rossio, and really just engaging with that. And it's quite a simple thing to do. I was just talking about Ho'oponopono, that I, yeah, as an easy way to resolve issues with people.
Oh yes, yes, yes. It's a very nice thing because you try to have this responsibility and forgive yourself, yeah. And of course, maybe it was a no nice situation with other person in that moment. So is you forgive the other person and you forgive yourself, yeah. And you resolve this with love. That this is the beautiful thing that is in the future, here and now, is how to resolve in this world right now. all the things, And love means, yes, accept your responsibility, forget the other person, forget yourself, and through this beautiful energy, because it's a beautiful energy that we send in that way, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the art of forgiveness.
Yeah, exactly. It's the most important thing right now. And of course, everything begins inside, right? Love yourself, take care of yourself in the way that you can do it for other people, for other persons. If you don't do it for yourself, you can do it for anybody, because you don't know, you don't give that value, In the moment that you love yourself, you forget yourself, then is when that beautiful transmutation inside your body is beginning to understand the other person. Yeah.
One of the things that people talk about forgiveness and this exchange and heart energy, but one of the things that we forget to do is literally to touch our own heart, right? And this is a really important connection for your physical hands, hand chakras and everything. It's just to make that physical connection. Often we can feel from the inside.
Yeah.
But once we touch the first part of our brains, really, our cosmic brain, our universal mind, is to make that connection.
Yeah.
Just before you're about to engage maybe with that individual or situation, and bring yourself back to being. I think that in these difficult times where it is challenging and a lot of expectations are placed on women anyway, in an everyday context, this time of actually just reconnecting with your I am, your skin suit, feeling your own rhythm. This is something that we can forget to do. We can forget to breathe. We can forget to function at very little burst there. So we can often forget to connect with our own hearts rather than just vocally, rather than just with a thought process, but kinesthetically, because you're holding your own heart in this universe, literally like that.
Yeah, and if sometimes if we are in doubt, we don't know that if that connection that you say in our heart is not sure or is not clear, we can make this beautiful exercise, like just close your eyes and bring from the universe a light and connect it with your heart. And that is going to give you clarity.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right. So this sounds like the perfect moment for you to guide our listeners through that process.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah, a little meditation about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be great.
Let's go and do
I
it.
love the sound frequency that you emit. It's a beautiful sound.
Oh, thank you very much.
Over to you.
So we are going to sit down, lay down. How do you feel better, more comfortable? Yeah. And just try to relax your body, relax your mind. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and try to relax each part of your body. Your legs, your body, every part of your body, your hands, your arms. your head. Just let it be. Don't push too much weight in your body. Try to be light. I'm gonna count from 10 to 1 that you relax your mind. Try to put your mind without no thoughts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Permit that all the thoughts that come into your mind just pass through. Don't stop in any of the thoughts. Permit that your mind have colors, circles, triangles, whatever is passing in your mind. Watch and pay attention in the color that you see. Now you have a color. Watch that color. Could be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. That color is the one where your energy is in your body right now, working. Whatever is that color in your body, in the source of this color that we call chakras, try to take it step by step to the other colors until the purple in the coronary chakra. Put that color there. Now, with your beautiful, beautiful energy that you have, let that color explode in a beautiful, beautiful umbrella of light. Let that beautiful umbrella of light involve yourself like a bubble, a beautiful bubble. Let that energy coming again to your body, to your feet, and going again up again, until your heart, that energy that you already receive and recycle from your body, putting in your heart. It's in your heart. It's like your heart. Imagine how this light coming out a little from your body, and in the other side, watch how from the universe, from our neighbors cosmic, coming a beautiful light, white with blue together. They come in there. You just watch a little star that is coming down. It's that beautiful light that coming for you. And the light that is outside from your body, directly from your heart, is waiting for this connection. This beautiful light that is coming from the universe with new information, with the light that you can work with. Imagine how this light connect with the energy that is in front of your heart, making a beautiful connections, a beautiful connection. And then bring back that energy to your body, coming to your heart. And from your heart, expand that all beautiful energy that is coming from the universe, that is going to give you information, because there is a galactic package there of information and programs. In this expansion of light, it's going to touch every part of your body, your mind, your eyes, your mouth, all your body down. Expand this energy to your body, to your conscience. That is the one that is going to help you to discover your truth in moments where exists conflict or crisis in your life, especially here and now, today. Today, that is a difficult energy to pass. It's a beautiful proof. But we have all the tools to pass this proof this day. Remember, nothing is static. Everything changes. And tomorrow will be a beautiful new day. Now, with this beautiful energy that is around your body, you are going to keep that package of information, galactic information, in your body, in your mind. And each time that you need it, you are going to that little space in your beautiful mind, in your beautiful conscience, to take it when you need it. And each time that you need more, just ask to the universe for more clarity. Everything is there. We just need to take it. Ask Him. So this beautiful light that is in your body now will be there, giving you peace, tranquility. So now that we have this information that we take, you can do the same thing each time that you need it. Breathe strong and bring back to your conscience, to your body. Breathe again and slow exhale. Once more. When you are ready, open your eyes. We are here now, again.
Beautiful.
This is beautiful. This is very nice activity, meditation, action, something that you're doing. Because remember that there, everywhere, exists everything that we can work with. We just need to ask them. Yeah, and we receive it.
Exactly. So
We are not alone.
it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, Rocio. While you were speaking, I could hear those words in Spanish, and I thought, Rocio needs her own show in Spanish.
Oh, that would be very nice. So yes, of course, for me, Spanish is more is easier, But something that I do before all this kind of forecast with you and all other times, I ask communication and facility for communicate what I feel, what I have, and what I receive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always doing, and I say, please help me in English, in the way that I can communicate in the best way. Yeah, to do
This
it.
is beautiful because we're collaborating
Yeah.
across continents here, and the idea of women's work is to reach as many women as possible, because many women do not even realize that just even by existing as a female in this world, they don't even realize the pitfalls and challenges and the impression of how we should live in a male society. So
Well, yes.
yeah, we've got to continue to connect with as many women as possible, so that there's a comment there. I'd watch it for sure. My Spanish can get rusty, and learning how to explain things like this in Spanish would help me to share with my family. Yes,
Oh,
Jasmine, that's the spirit. And then we can just sort of cross collaborate. And I love that, networking and collaborating with different cultures. Spanish and English are very important. I think Spanish is ahead of Chinese as number one spoken language. I'm not sure. Probably.
yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And uh, each language has their own purpose in some way. For example, I don't know if I'm right, but I just thinking that, for example, English is very clear and very objective, right? And it's good for business.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spanish,
Little.
yeah, literal. So in Spanish is for more, how can I say, emotional things. The language of Spanish is beautiful, but the Mexican Spanish, yeah, because there are Spanish from Spain, and believe me, they use another words still, yeah, and but Mexican Mexicano, the language is beautiful. You can say a lot of things, I think it's romantic, and very nice. I love my language too. Um, yeah, hopefully I can explain more things in Spanish, yeah, and can translate it in English. That would be good to share with other people, yeah. And yes, retaking this thing about this female and masculine energy, well, I think there are at least I found here there are circle of women working together, and there are circle of men working they together. What is happening? That the man is watching how is this awake with the female energy, and they try to do something by themselves. This is beautiful,
It's
because
beautiful.
yeah, because I noticed, for example, that they are compadres or friends or whatever, and they talk, they drink, but really, between them, there are no this confraternity like women. For example, if we have problem like woman, I just go, Angela, guess what? What can I do this? What can I, right? And talk. But the man don't have this thing to talk. They keep everything inside. Of course, there is one day that they explode. Yeah. So the same thing is the society that they manage, right? So I just watching that there are some circle of men that they are already working in different way. They try it, and this is beautiful because they are awakening this conscience too. That is, I feel that it's this duality that they have already because they have female energy too in some way, and this female energy that we are connecting is touching the masculine energy and say, hey, let's go and wake up, let's go and do something, right? So
Yeah.
I imagine these circles of female, these circles of male, they work by themselves, and suddenly together they're coming to work for the world, for the new world, for the new humanity in some way, because nothing is gonna be the same after this process that we are passing, all of us, no? So that will be interesting. Uh, Checking, yeah, with one of these leaders of guys, what they doing, right?
So, in your culture in Mexico, what are the biggest problems a young girl can face, typically in the culture?
Well, because we are a country that is waking up to the world, yeah. We try to compete in other levels to technology, jobs, ideology, all those things. What happens is that there are a lot no union between men and women, and there are a lot disintegration for the family. And in this disintegration for the family, there are the women that they have to work for the kids, because maybe the man passed them a little pension for the kid, right? But the woman still have to work for to do something for herself, you know. And sometimes, at least in the little towns where they don't have the opportunities because the economy, yeah, especially for that, they don't prepare themselves. So that means that they just make the principle of basic study and they get married very young,
Right.
or they
So
got.
it's like, what sort of age?
Look, here in the town where I'm living, that is Malinalco, there are kids, because they are already almost kids, 14, 15 years old, and they are already pregnant.
Wow.
So imagine,
Already married. Can you marry at 14?
so they come together first and they get married. But imagine, there are two adolescents playing to be mom and pop. There are no experience, yeah? They didn't live the life that they have to live. And of course, in 3 years, they separate. 2 years, 1 year, they separate. She already with a kid. He already somewhere, yeah? And she doesn't have preparation for nothing. She can afford to
Mm-hmm.
maintain the kid. So what happened? She's coming back to the parents, mother and father. Yeah, the mother take care of the baby, and usually she's going to work. But what she can do without no preparation?
Exactly. No education,
Nothing. Yeah, that's the big
no
problem.
experience,
No experience.
postnatal depression. I'm just going to add that into it.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have motivation in the life. Just work and go to the home to take care of the kid.
Yeah.
If it's good, a girl, nice girl. If not, she's going with another guy and have more kids to the family
Uh-oh.
from different
Yeah.
parents,
Yeah.
from different fathers.
Yeah.
See? That's the big problem here in Mexico. Still,
So there's this emotional immaturity because of what women are being taught, would you say?
the problem is that the mothers, all mothers, educate to the girls to be just mama and wife. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is ignorance. It's true. It's happening in Mexico a lot. So the thing is that these new generations have another point of view about the life. That when this little kid growing up, yeah, teach them, help them in the way that they can be better, have more preparation, and don't tell them that just to be wife, taking care of the kids, and that's it in the life. Like women, you can study, you can travel,
Yeah.
you can work, you
Yeah.
can enjoy the life. And then If you feel it, then get married and have kids. But if not, there is no problem. You can decide for your life, not the society doing for your life. And the other thing, and big problem that we have in our society is the religion. Sorry, that is true. So the
you don't need to apologize. We're anti-construct on not anti, we're peaceful dissolution of construct on expanded understanding. It's okay. We support it.
Oh, yes. So look, this is an experience that I just lived 3 months ago. I have a biology friend, and she says, can you go with me, because we are going to the little towns in the mountain, because there are a lot of medicinal plants here around in Malinalco. So the project was to make the research about how many people still using these medicinal plants, right? Alternative medicine. So we went in a very little place up there in the mountain. Very nice people, very sweet, but very simple, very nice. And we say, okay, this is the kind of plants that you have around. Which one of these you still using? And the woman says, we are not using any. And we say, uh-oh, why? And she says, because the priests tell us that these plants are from the evil.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? So my friend and I, we were like, oh, believe me, she told me, I'm going to look for that priest and tell him that he's the evil, not the plants. Yeah, believe me, it's so incredible. And in Mexico, there's still a lot of people believing in that bullshit. Believe me. So this is all the problem that we have in society, the religion.
Jasmine in the chat room, she said she was forced to learn to cook, clean, take care of the house at 10 years old by her grandmother, and she didn't want to do that at all. And she was born into a religion that supported these cultural beliefs as well. So these cultural beliefs are interwoven into every single society, because to a degree, it is like that in Britain. But the only difference is that the woman is expected to go out and work as well for 50 hours a week.
plus at home.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got this destruction of the family unit, or a very, it's this dismantling through these actions, because who can survive that? Who can survive 2 or 3 children, going to work all day long, finding time for yourself, right? And being a happy, healthy person with the levels of stress that are put upon you by that very same patriarchal society.
Yes, of course. When you go back home, what you want is take a rest, and guess what? The kid wants something, the husband says something, that the kid doing something. So everything is a disaster. Everything is in no balance in any way,
Yeah.
So I don't say that the woman don't work. No. Because
I know that.
The economy is not enough that just one work. I understand that. But I understand that if the woman works, both the couple make both work at home.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
So
yes, this is a problem. So this is the disconnection that we're receiving, from this 3D that disconnect us from the universe. Exactly, this is the problem. Yeah. So all these 2 factors that I just tell you, of course, they have the consequences in the economy in each family.
Yes. So let's just take that, consequences in the family unit for being a woman, right? That's the first step. You're gonna, and if you make it to 50, you're lucky. I tell you, health-wise, because all of these things, their society isn't geared up for women to take care of women. In old cultures, they would take care of women in their societies, their villages, their tribes. When they got to a certain age, after they'd had their children, for example, they weren't expected to do as much. There's these levels of generational expectations that are passed down. And it's really interesting to me, and I know that this will speak to your anthropology heart, is that these affect women's cultures and the way that we live and live our lives as free beings on this planet.
Yeah, there is a phenomenon that is happening that have to be studied and doing the best thing. Let's see. We are waking up. So the women is waking up and says, okay, I have to attend home, husband, kids. Plus I have to work. What can I do? Right? And there is this rebel thing in their mind. Yeah, that is happening right now. And this is the consequences of that no organize their own family. What happened here? If you know in your family that you don't have enough money, well, you plan in your kids, for example, have one, because to that one, you can give the 100% of the necessities, okay? Well, if you have two, you have to divide this 200 to 100% to 20 to 50 and 50% because there are two kids, right? But what happens when you have 3, 4, 5? Because you're not planning your family. You have to divide it 100% in different levels, depending on how many kids do you have. So it's about conscience again. Yeah. So in women, is the responsibility sometimes to be conscious about that if it's your body and you decide really, not the man, it's very strong, but it's true. Not the men. The women can decide how many kids can you have. Because the woman is more conscious, because it's the one that has to cook, and she knows that if the money that the man bring to home is enough for all the family, right? She knows because she's the one that cook. She's the one that buy meat, veggies, and everything. So she knows if it's good to have one kid, 2 kids only. But 3, 4, 5, my goodness. And if your husband obligate you to that, so sorry, but that man don't love you.
No, that's true.
To make kids.
That's very true. That's very true. There is a very dark side to that.
Yeah, it's difficult now. It's not easy, of course. It's not easy. We need to change little by little by little the mind of the society, how it's working, without the external influence. That means your parents or other family and religion, because the religion says you have the kids because God is sending to you the kids. That's bullshit. It's not true. You have
it's
it
in the Bible, actually, something about having childbirth in pain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like this eternal curse from day conceived day.
How many women have a disaster their own body for bringing kids?
Yes.
And
how many are told how to put it right?
Yeah, and it's not be selfish. Why not? It's your body. You are the one has pain and difficult time when you are old. How do you finish when you are old, when you have 5 kids? Very bad.
Yeah, where are the children?
Somewhere. Huh?
Having a great time, I bet.
Yes, it's to be in balance. Like everything in the life. Make balance your life. Make balance the necessities, the obligation, the responsibility. Everything is balance, right?
Yeah.
And this is a new thing for the world, I think. It's my humble opinion.
No, it's good. It needs to be addressed because, it's like being born to breed.
Yeah. For me to see a little child here with a baby already, boring, poor girl. Right?
I know. You can see it on their faces sometimes. It's like, oh, I need more sleep, all the rest of it. Anyway, there's a question.
And I bet you that is all Latin America, not only Mexico.
Yeah, actually Britain. You know, when you're on the mum scene and you've seen tired mums that just look like they haven't got anything to give their children because of this societal expectation about what a woman should do. So just going to come to a question here from Jasmine. Rocio, what is your understanding of why people worship Santa Muerte? I feel it's a big part of why Mexico culture can view spirituality and practices of healing from plants as negative or evil.
Again, the last part, sorry. It's a long question.
So what is your understanding of Santa Muerte worship? She feels it's a big part of why Mexican culture views spirituality as being and practices from plant healing as being evil or negative. What is Santa Muerte?
Santa Muerte.
Thank you. What is it?
The people believe that it already is. Santa Muerte is like a being, as an energy, something that is a contradiction, but it's a being, a life being that takes the people when they die. Okay, so this being that is the death, is a lot of people believe in that, and they put candles and they venerate, to the death, in the way that when they die, this death, they are gonna be nice with the people, because they believe that if the death take care of them, the evil can't touch them, because even the death is gonna take care of the person that just died.
So it's superstition.
Exactly.
Fascinating.
An incredible thing is that you see the person that is venerating this being called death, Santa Muerte. They put this thing. I watch it. They put a little alcohol drink, in a little glass, and you can see how the alcohol is coming down, like somebody's drinking. And it's this fever, is this thing, So it's why the people believe in that.
Wow, feeding spirits with spirits.
Exactly. So
that's all that extreme magic.
Yeah, all that kind of beliefs that they are superstition are to the influence that the people receive, They are believing the Santa Muerte, they believe in saints, they believe in Guadalupe Virgin, and all that things disperse the mind, and disperse the unique connection that they have with the universe. And they don't touch the universe, but they believe in the 3D things, I don't say that don't exist. Remember that if you believe that exists, you can give power and energy to something and become alive. It's what happened with Guadalupe Virgin.
Yeah, right. So it's a bit like shadow creation of the shadow.
Exactly. So the story about the Guadalupe Virgin, with all respect for the people that believe in that, the story doesn't exist. I was watching in the old books, when I was studying that, I was watching in the books, and there is no any record about that situation in the time that they say that happened, not in the books, but appear the story 100 years later. So that means that was an invent from the church, Catholic Church, okay? So to control and manipulate people. And they say, no, the energy that you believe like a Mother Earth or Nancy became Virgen de Guadalupe. It's not true. It's not, it's bullshit. So what happened? Because the people believe what they say, they began to believe and project energy. Of course, they give life to that thing, but not because it was true. The story was true. This is what happened.
So that rippling out through Latin American organized religion sounds like a method of control.
Because we lost our roots. In the moment
everybody really has lost their roots.
So the humans, we are like when we are kids, babies, we began to walk and we have to hang in from something to walk, right?
Like a baby walker.
Exactly, baby walker. That's the word. So what happened? All that things are exactly a baby walker. Nobody let it go. They still need the baby walker to walk in the life. That's not congruent. So when we lost our roots, happened exactly that, because we needed where to hang up. Somebody tell us what we needed. We are looking what to believe, what to create, what to venerate. But in the ancient times, in our real roots, wasn't like that, Always was explaining that everything that was represented in the figures, stone figures, wasn't gods, just were the representation of the energy of the water, wind, fire, earth, but not gods.
Right, so using the elements. This is really interesting to me. It speaks of using magic and wizardry and all of that kind of stuff, but with the ultimate goal of controlling the female womb.
Yeah, exactly. So in the ancient times, they don't need these things. We call muletas. I don't know in English. It's that kind of thing that you need to walk. The little things when you broke your legs.
Crutches. We call them crutches.
Yeah, so everybody believes that they need something. And you don't need nothing. You can walk by yourself. You have the free will. We are free, really.
Yeah. Jasmine is asking, talking about another, making a point.
Yeah.
Some people pray to Santa Muerte for it to bring them fame and money, as well as all sorts, selling themselves, selling the soul. Thank you. Because it is. This is really interesting, Jasmine, the selling of one's spirit. In order to trade. This is a very ancient way of trading in DNA. Fascinating.
Yes, this is true.
They want your DNA ultimately.
Yeah, instead that they believe in themselves, that they can do abundance, of course, working. Nothing is like, I pray, and I'm waiting. No. Go and look for work. Go and do something and believing that the abundance is coming too. And what they believe in a saint, they put a candle and they wait that the work or the money arrive by itself. No way. No, it's not possible. But they don't they believe in something outside again, but they don't believe in themselves that they can make abundance. Yeah,
exactly. So when we take that sovereign awareness of how we, now I'm going to put this in really visceral terms, how we rent out our wombs, because it is womb for rent, isn't it?
By the way,
benefits from this. I know
Yes.
we do as women, because we grow as women when we have a child and we bear that child, and certain stem cells are released when we have children, and it brings wisdom and blah, 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 all the other things. But also our wombs, it is decided very early on in those programs of society at school, in sex education, that the womb is meant to be penetrated.
Yeah.
That's just one thing. So before a child, a woman, a young woman has grown up into adulthood, this expectation of having some sort of physical penetration into their most intimate part of creation on a spiritual level, right? You can see the enormity of the work that we've got to do here with the programs, the educational programs about this, because it's huge, isn't it?
Yeah,
This is
well,
every woman on the planet.
this is the other part of the problems in Mexico and Latin America. Now they are doing sexual education, right? But needs more than sexual education. Needs that connect the kids not only with the physical reality. They have to know that all these beautiful acts of love, yeah, they have a connection in a spiritual way too. Yeah. So this act about physical, making love, is not only physical, it's in another levels.
That's right.
So if you don't do it with respect, because it's sacred, your body is sacred. It's a beautiful temple, sacred. We have a treasures inside of. So if we don't have this information, yeah, the kids just going and they enjoy, okay, they enjoy, but they don't know that they are sharing their own energy with another person. And we're talking about energy.
And receiving that energy. Now,
Exactly.
do we know when we're younger, are we taught what energy we're receiving to this area? What is the function of this area?
Exactly. So this is the other part of the education. Not the things only that in the school they doing. It's
Yeah.
good, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But when the grandmother or somebody want to talk with them about energy, they don't believe, they don't pay attention, and there are sickness,
Yes,
all
the
kinds of
diseases. Yes, the sexually transmitted diseases. Yeah.
There are kids at 18 years old and they die because they have this kind of disease, right? It's like, it's incredible. Why? Because they don't pay attention. Why? Because they wasn't educated in that way. Yeah. So we need to pay attention to our kids, to our adolescent kids, to tell them, okay, this is your, if you want to enjoy it, you want to do it, this is the time. It's not that it's because it's a seed or something bad. No, no, no. It's because your body, you have to let that your body grown enough, yes, to have this kind of relationship. It's not about religion. No, no, it's about physical statement, mental statement, and
Yeah.
spiritual statement.
Yeah. So it comes back to making the right choices, doesn't it? About how your womb is used and for what purpose. So we have procreation. We want to bring children into the world. We might not.
Yeah, well,
Ultimately, it's up to us, and that decision would need to be taken with the partner as well.
let me tell you, this is about programmation in your mind. Let me tell you a story. I love it. This. Once upon a time, when we were creating and past the time, because the planet needs people, population, yeah, the program was make kids, have kids, yeah, be territorial, take care of your kids and the food that is for your kids, okay? For men, the program for him was go and for every woman that you see have to be pregnant because we need people in this planet. Yeah. So what happened in this time? Nobody removed that programs and still have it. What happened? The man is not looking just one woman. He loves to have different women because he still have that program, right?
And it's in the reptilian brain,
Yes.
neocortex, limbic system,
Exactly.
direct control.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, this story, yeah. And in woman, yeah, they don't remove that program that we have to make kids, have kids, and doing food, and yeah, and we are territorial. We are jealous because we have that program still. But if the universe and or they help us to, we can remove that things, that programs, and move for other that works in the actual time, not the ancient time. The other programs, they're not working anymore. We need to find a new programs for this time.
So part of that, you've just beautifully led me to this. Right. So part of that program with women's work is that we do actually have a solution for this. And it really excites me to talk about this because it is huge. So we have discovered, thank you, after many years of training and working on women and people and children in various different ways, I've discovered a way that we can clear all of those female imprints right from the very back when we were founder race technology used and programmed. It literally is from every single incarnation, repeat from specific times. But for now, we have the ability and the technology and the sacred process available to bring together into one cohesive plan to put a woman through this program that will basically erase those programs, behaviors, and realign her female spirit to being the prime creatress in this universe. Exactly. In peace, right? So this is it's really wonderful. We have the solution for this. All we require is funding.
We have talked about the problem, but now is how can we put the solution, okay, for these new programs. And these new programs that is about technology, meditation, holistic activities, yeah, they are already in close to our hands, close to us, yeah, in the way that we can use it and make this reprogrammation. There are a lot of beautiful meditations and works. How can you work with your ancestors about your psychological problems, about your karma? Because we bring in karma from our grandmother, for example, right? And we are living that.
Yes, now, I rejected mine. I'm just saying that officially.
Yeah,
and cleared it, thankfully.
Yeah. So there are a beautiful meditation, a beautiful works, and exist now with in traditions. Yeah, the people here in Mexico, the grandmothers with knowledge, with wisdom, that they are doing this kind of works. How to work with our ancestors.
Beautiful.
Yes, in the way that by this moment we need to break that program that is not working anymore for us, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there will be solutions. Yes. They will be close to us. Yeah.
And also, you know, we can remove the way and recondition, realign, rewire, whatever you want to call it. But we can achieve so much with these technologies and methodologies of clearing the womb, so that you are your complete frequency of femaleness and in your own true divine power. Now, this is something that just speaks to my heart, because with this level of treatment, we can remove birth traumas quite easily in a very short space of time. We can change what's going on, how you carry in your body, what you're carrying, what you're holding, where you're holding it. And this is a program that covers every single stage of a woman's life, from birth to death. And it's exciting. So if you think about this process, we're born, we could be pulled out, we could be born in a very distressed way. We will have that imprint as soon as we're out of the birth canal or by a cesarean section. All of those things at the very beginning of our lives as women, as anybody, has an effect on us. So as we grow up, there are certain family issues, all imprinting along with the processes of programming that we've inherited by the generational process. That is transmitted through our very DNA and makes us who we are. Yes, it does. So when your DNA is programmed heavily to function with cultural programs, cultural expectations, family programs, lineage expectations, how you should be, what you should do, who you should do it with. It kind of, gives you an idea. It's like having a really full computer with all these old programs that you don't need anymore. And then you eliminate them and defrag them. We literally have a defrag process that can take care of this very easily and in a very short space of time. So it really is quite a wonderful thing when we can actually physically receive the knowledge and engage with it, and feel the benefits, as women, when we engage in this type of process. Now, I was just talking about the different, seeing the body, the technology as a hard drive on a computer. On that computer, we've got lots of old programs, old operations, old software, old hardware, that maybe needs a cleanse, a defrag, a detox in some sort of way. And then we can liberate ourselves as women, so we can be our fullest frequency of creation. And then we really do step into our full power. Now, this is achievable with Temescal, I feel, as one of the components that helps you to realign yourself spiritually and emotionally as a woman, to check where you're at, because nobody will ask apart from really close friends.
I was thinking like a repeat the program and take the new things. And then the grandfather says and mother says, you have to this program to program again for the new thing that is coming. In the way that we do a new thing. Because if we try to make the new thing with the old stuff, forget it. It's not gonna work. It's just that we need to be conscious that we need to change some things, some programs
to change, to be prepared for the high frequency information that is being sent down. And completely coming from the Alcyon in English, that we are receiving those light-coded data transmissions. So when we eliminate those programs, we can truly make coded upshifts. Now, what I do want to say is that in those codes, those unlocking those programs, it's really important to connect to nature too.
Exactly. And if you, I'm not changing the subject, it's just a little thing that I was watching, the crop circle, the last one that appeared in high shit, Hampshire or how
Hampshire.
Hampshire. It's very interesting. Usually I see, and I don't know what means. Of course, I don't know very well. But this one that appeared yesterday is about Alcyone thing because it's a big sun. You can see that it's a sun because you can see the rays. Yeah, and there are 12 like a little, don't know, package for me. It's like this Alcyone is exactly what is sending new package of information, galactic information. And if we are not reading, clean our minds with new programs, we are not going to know how to interpret, make the interpretation about this thing that we are receiving in our minds.
Yeah. I'm just seeing if I can find a picture of it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yesterday, the date was yesterday. I saw the one. Very, very interesting. So, yes, talking about the programs sounds easy. I know that is not easy. Nothing is easy, but believe me, is that have a lot of value for do it because we are already here. There is no backwards. This is everything forward. We do it or we do it. There is no choice, right?
Yeah.
This is the point, and the people
We're here now.
that there is no backwards. Everything is do it or do it. You can do it in another way. Yeah. So it's better to learn how to do it, right? What are the tools that we have? Because there are a lot of tools around us. How to do it, how to wake up, how to work with ourselves in the way that we can take advantage of this beautiful energy that is arriving right now. But if we don't clean our mind, there is no space. How is coming these things if we don't make space?
It is, and it's literally, it's clearing it out. The bin, empty the bin.
Exactly. Yeah. So all these things is help us to decide how we want to live. Yeah. What kind of life we would like to live. That's it. In our women, in our men, in our kids, in everything. Yeah. So we have to renew or die. My daughter used to say that, Mom, you have to renew or die. Say, no, I have to renew. Of course. Yeah. Make new things.
Yes.
And the ancient and the roots that we have, our ancestors, things help us in this trip. That doesn't mean that we left our roots. No, it's the other way because they know how to do it. They know exactly what is going to happen, right? It's just this contamination that coming with the society, the religion, the things that doesn't work for nothing. The only thing that doing to us is stack us and make us don't believe in other things, just in what they say, right? And in that way, our minds closer and closer and closer and closer, and we will be slaves in energy and in physical way about that society, about the religion and about that things, right? Where is the freedom?
Where is the freedom?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we look at the changes that are coming up, right, or the changes that we've experienced on the planet just this year alone, we've seen a lot of these issues are going to be coming to the forefront in people's lives, if not already. You have the way that the family unit is operating has changed with this global issue. I don't even want to say its name because it's a farce. This thing that people are experiencing, locked into their own homes, self-imposed isolation in the family.
Yeah, this is very interesting because if the people is awake in the conscience, there will be the opportunity to make a beautiful life with the family, right? How can we fix the things that there was a problem some years ago? Sit down, communicate, talk, play, laugh. Yeah, there will be a beautiful opportunity. But what is happening? Because the husband, his activity was go out and work and just coming back. He wasn't responsible all the time at home. Now he's boring. He's beginning to feel because he wanna go out. He's not thinking about that he has the opportunity to have this um, nice thing with the family. See, because he's thinking outside. Yeah, the woman feels that, oh, it's not freedom because now the guy is there all the day. Oh, feeling like this. Believe me, that's the kind of problem that is happening right now. The kids go to the school with the friends and wow, nice time. Now they are there with the mother and the father. What can we do? Now I admire a lot of beautiful fathers and mothers that they are doing a very nice work together, playing, talking, yes, doing things that never did together, right? Now is the time. Before it's like, sorry, I have to work. I don't have time. Now they have time, yeah, to do it. So in the moment that they're doing like family beautiful, they begin to develop again this unity with love, with passions, with compassion. Yeah. But if they don't listen themselves, that they have to change that the role, they will be a disaster. They are fighting in their homes because they don't support each other. They're like, oh my God, I want to go out already. Yeah. How many divorces will be after the quarantine?
It's going to have to be the most fascinating discussion. I've got to look into that.
Sure. I don't know. Or how many new encounters will be beautiful in love in the families? I don't know. We will see with time.
How many children will be the birth stats? The birth stats, that will be so funny by the end of the year.
How many pregnancy too? Yeah, it's like I don't have nothing to do, right?
Yeah, don't have a baby.
Oh, guess what? Not pregnant, right?
I'm sure there'll be women in arms saying, "What are you talking about? We are free."
In social way, there will be very interesting things. Very interesting.
Yeah.
The other thing
has changed.
Yeah, another thing that the guys or the men that they are happy with the family, guess what? Now they don't want to go out. They want to stay with the family because they enjoyed it. Their family.
Everybody wants to go back to work.
They don't want to go. Believe
back
me.
to work, Britain. Good luck.
I know people that says, I don't want to back to my work. I'm okay here. I'm very nice with my family. Yeah,
whatever. I'm at home. Yeah.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah,
so it's well, yeah. I watching in the anthropological way society, all these facts, all the phenomena that is going to happen, you know, and there will be the wives that after this they're gonna run outside. Yes, I don't want more of this, right? I need holidays. Everybody, this is the other thing. They will be marvelous. There will be people that will look for help in psychological way because they notice that something was wrong at home. And that's good. There will be people that will be a little crazy because they needed to escape somewhere from out from the planet, maybe. Yeah. And there will be people that want to change the work because they notice that work is not good for them anymore. Yeah. They will be women that want to escape. There will be people that say, I don't care. Let's go to Cancun, everybody, and that's it. Yeah, because they were those so tired in that place, in that home, that they want to escape somewhere. So this is the time exactly to make the changes. This is the time to healing yourself, to help, to ask help, to go in all these alternative things to heal yourself, because you already move everything. And when you move something, it's like you can take it out and replace for something better.
Brilliant. That's just sounds.
That's what I think, you know.
Oh, so hello, Sam, who's just joined us. If anyone's got any questions, Jasmine, if you have any more questions for Rocio, do ask.
Just because I'm going. No. It's not true. It's a joke. No, but for me, I'm fascinated to be here. Believe me, it's very nice.
Yeah. So one of the things, let's just move on to the if when those questions come in, the energy in the collective that people are experiencing are massive amount of grief.
Sorry, it's my computer here that is showing off things. Again, please, the question. It's very hot here. Yes, very. The sun is.
Yeah. The question was about the dealing. How do we deal with the collective grief of separation at this time?
Well, I think that we need to work with ourselves inside to see what happened. It's what I did to happen this, and the other person has to be responsible for their own things too. But at this moment, it's what I did, what was my actions, that my contribution that doesn't work something. Okay, could be with my couple, could be in my work, could be with my family, could be with my friends, everything, you know. And when you identify why, maybe because wasn't your people, wasn't your ideas, wasn't real your couple, or maybe you didn't know your couple as you thought that you know him or know her, you know. So first is doing that job inside, identify what happened, or try to identify, because it's not easy, you know. And then when you identify, work with that in a way that you can heal yourself. When you heal yourself, you heal your relationships outside. Yeah, it's the way that you can deal with this. There is no other way. If you try to find the guilty outside, it's not working. But if you work inside yourself and you change, if you want that something change, you have to give the first step for that change. No way that somebody or somebody else do it. You want to change, you do the first step for that change. Yeah. And when you know what is happening or what make you feel not comfortable in that situation or whatever, yeah, you will find why. Yeah. And then you look for the resolution for that. And then is when you deal. First, you have to deal with yourself in the way that you can deal outside.
It's true. And it's really literally resolving that with self.
Yeah.
And then you can seek the resolutions that you need elsewhere, should you need to have them.
Yeah. Is maybe you putting yourself in a crisis because there is too much things, but remember that crisis works in a way that let you know what is happening. After the torment, coming the peaceful. Yeah, the peace. So you have to create in yourself a torment. What happened? And then coming down, and you discover a lot of things about yourself. And when you fix it in yourself, that reflection of that energy is going to begin to resolve the outside or other relationships that we have around us, you know? It's what I feel. And yes, the change is inside us, with us, begins with us. Yeah. Begins with us, and in no other way we can resolve it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my phone.
Jasmine saying, don't have any questions yet, just gratitude and love for all of you beautiful women sharing your knowledge to other women and men who want to work on themselves and don't know where to start.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you very much for being there. And believe me that we are in the same ship, right? In the same ship called Mother Earth, Mama Tonantzin, yeah, Pachamama. We are all here. And so together, first with us and then together, is the only way to work with the new things and make the difference. Is in us, with love. Yeah? Thank you very much. Slaso Kamati.
So I'm going to wind up a little bit earlier than expected. Sorry?
There is no questions?
I was going to just wind up. No, not yet. No.
Okay.
No.
They are thinking about it.
So, it's just having the conversations.
Okay.
Really, Sam is saying, and it's opening up the discussions on the things that people don't talk about, really. And at the very core of it, it's our lives, our experiences, and that we all go through the same kind of thing in some way. We're all very, we're all having very similar experiences, just in different forms, different learnings, different wisdoms. And that's the greatest share we can do as women, is share our stories and knowledge, and how we can help one another reach that maximum potential.
Yes.
Because then our children can do the same.
Yeah. So we will have more programs, right, Angela?
to
share experiences, stories.
Yeah, we're just geeing up at the moment. I would like to get some more, hear from you, what you want to hear about, what experiences that you have that you need help with, or some kind of advice or support with. Write to us separately. You can do that. You can contact Rocio.
Oh, yes, they can contact me through Facebook. I am like Rocio González Delgadillo. There is my picture. And yes, I will be very nice that you contact me and I share more things, information, or whatever you need with my love. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. And you can get hold of me, Angela Miller, on Facebook, Source Frequency Healing, or Concordia Consularis, or Women's Work International on Facebook. Do come and like our page, support us, support what we're trying to do, and we are aiming to support every woman to have a better quality of life, a sovereign life, and a non-codependent life, ultimately, because that's what we all want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you everybody for joining us in the wonderful chat room. Thank you for supporting us in this way, and we will be back next Monday. We have a surprise guest. We have the lovely and amazing Paula Milo, and I can't wait to broadcast with Paula. This is going to be such a hoot. Paula, you might know her. She's on Fearless Radio and a Fearless Group. And I love her. We're going to have an amazing discussion because she is all about the women's work as well. So it's going to be fabulous. So join us next Monday, 9 p.m. GMT, 4 p.m. EST, 1 p.m. I think PST, and do join us. That's good. Oh, there we go. On, off, on, off. Okay, so thank you very much, lovely listeners. My name is Angela Miller. This is Women's Working on Expanded Understanding, and do support these guys here, Aaron and Zach and Jen, and all the other shows that take place. Everything benefits the all here, and these are very unique, different perspectives and wisdoms to be shared amongst everybody, so we can all live a better quality of life. So with it, I love your Expanded Understanding. I pray for your divine growth throughout this system into the 5th era of peace as a solid monument of peace to all of humanity. Thank you. I love you. Thank you.